Welcome to the session. Today I will discuss calculations in UV spectroscopy. In calculations in UV spectroscopy, our topic is estimation or prediction of lambda maximum values for conjugated dienes. Before going to the topic, first we will see 1,3-butadiene. This is simple 1,3-butadiene. These two bonds are double bond and this bond is called sigma bond or single bond. With respect to this single bond, these two double bonds are oriented in transposition. Okay? So this one is called S-trans. This is sigma bond. This 1,3-butadiene can exist in other conformation like this. With respect to this single bond, these two double bonds oriented in cis conformation. So this is called S-cis conformation. So if you take these two dienes, this one and this one, if you incorporate these two double bonds in two rings like this way, and here also like this, these two double bonds incorporated in a ring. So this one called as S-transoid. This one called S-cisoid. This is called S-transoid and it is called S-cisoid. So if you take this transoid compound like this, this is and other ones, like this way. These two double bonds present in two different rings and this is called heteroannular diene. Heteroannular diene. If the two double bonds are present in the same ring, this is called homoannular diene. Woodward and Pizzer in 1959, Robert Woodward and Pizzer, Louis Pizzer, given set of empirical rules for prediction of lambda maximum for conjugated dienes, enones and also for enones. Woodward and Pizzer given set of empirical rules for conjugated dienes and enones. For this, he given the lambda maximum for heteroannular diene is given as plus 20. For homoannular diene, lambda maximum 253 nanometers plus 20. This 214 and this 253 is called base values. And 20 is substituent or increment values. Okay, we will discuss later about this. This 214 and 253, these values called base value. Okay, if you take simple 1,3-butadiene, this is called acyclic diene. Acyclic diene, and lambda maximum for acyclic diene is 217 nanometers. Okay, we know what is heteroannular diene. This is heteroannular diene and the base value is 214 nanometers. If you take homoannular diene, this one base value is 253 nanometers, and if you take acyclic diene, the base value is 217 nanometers. Conjugated dienes is taken as chromophores. What is chromophore? The groups which are responsible for absorption of UV radiation is called chromophore, and the increments or substituents are taken as auxochromes. These are increments or substituents are taken as auxochromes. What are auxochromes? Auxochromes are which cannot take UV radiation, but it will increase the absorption of UV radiation when attached to chromophore. Okay, what are the increments? Okay, we will see increments. Exocyclic double bond, plus 5 nanometers. Okay, alkyl substitution again plus 5, chlorine or bromine substitution plus 5, double bond extending conjugation plus 30, alkoxy plus 6, dimethyl amino group plus 60. Okay, these are some of the increments. Okay, in this, okay, another one, ring residue. Maybe you can write here, ring residue plus 5. Ring residue or exocyclic double bond plus 5. In this, what is exocyclic double bond? If you consider this compound, if you refer it as A and it is B, if you consider A ring, if you close B and there is no outside double bond present. If you consider B ring, if you close A, there is a double bond. So this bond is called exocyclic double bond. We can also term as any sp2 carbon attached to first ring and other sp2 carbon is outside the ring or present the other ring. Okay, this is called exocyclic double bond. One double bond outside the ring and part of the ring is called exocyclic double bond. Okay, we can see in examples. If you consider two similar structures, first one is this one and second one is this one. These are two similar structures. And why the Woodward-Fieser rules? Woodward-Fieser rules for conjugated diene system. Why it has more importance? For prediction of lambda maximum value, just calculating. And after calculation, we will get lambda maximum value. If you compare lambda maximum value with observed value or experimental value, the difference between observed and calculated value is only 5 to 6%. So we can directly predict the lambda maximum value by its structure. Okay, if you see these two examples, similar examples, here both are homoannular diene, means the two double bonds present in the same ring. If you take these two examples, the base value for first compound, this is 1 and this is 2. Base value for first compound, it is 253 nanometers. Okay? And if you see this is chromophore, and if you see bond, adjacent to double bond, there are two ring residues. This is called RR, means ring residues. How many? 2. 2 into 5 will take 10 nanometers. Okay? No exocyclic double bond. You can see it is A and B. For A, if you close A, close B, we didn't see any exocyclic double bond. For B, if you close A, you didn't see any exocyclic double bond. What is ring residue? sp2 carbon attached sp3 carbon is called ring residue, or we can call it as, if you break the bond, the ring will open. So it is called ring residue. You cannot break in between the two double bonds. Okay. So the total calculated maximum is 263 nanometers. Okay. You come here. Again the base value is 253 nanometers. Okay. Now you need to calculate ring residues. It is chromophore A and B. Okay. Here you can have one ring residue, another ring residue, another. How many ring residues? 4. So 4 into 5. Total how much? 20. So you need to see exocyclic double bond. What is exocyclic double bond? For the ring, one double bond is outside the ring and a part of the ring. Okay, if you consider A ring, close B. How many for the A? 2 exocyclic double bond. So, and if you come for the B ring, if you close A, any exocyclic double bond there? No. So, exocyclic double bond 2 into 5, 10 nanometers. So, if you calculate 283 nanometers. See the similar structure. If you consider UV lambda maximum, for this lambda maximum it is 263, and for this two compound it is 283 nanometers. Another important thing is the lambda maximum for this heteroannular diene. This is called, I already told, heteroannular diene. Two double bonds are present in two different rings. Homoannular diene. This is homoannular diene. This is acyclic diene. Okay. Lambda maximum for heteroannular diene is less than homoannular diene. If you consider epsilon value, it is more. Epsilon means molar absorptivity or extinction coefficient, and epsilon value is for homoannular diene is less. What is epsilon? Molar absorptivity. How much strongly the chemical species will absorb the UV radiation at a particular wavelength is explained by epsilon. Okay. Okay. If you take another example. Okay. Base value. This is acyclic diene, 217 nanometers. How many ring residues? This is ring residue, ring residue, ring residue. 4 ring residues. 4 into 5, 20 nanometers. Any exocyclic double bond? No exocyclic double bond. So observed, calculated lambda maximum is 237. Okay, if you take another example, these two double bonds are heteroannular dyene in two different rings. So the base value is 214 nanometers. How many ring residues? 1, 2, 3, 4. We cannot take in between these two. Okay, and one alkyl substitution. Okay, 4 ring residues, 4 into 5, 20 nanometers, and one alkyl substitution, 5 nanometers. And how many exocyclic double bond? This is A and this is B. If you see A, if you close B, how many exocyclic double bond? One exocyclic double. Again for B, if you close A, how many? One exocyclic. So 2 exocyclic double bonds. So 2 into 5, 10 nanometers. Total 9, 3, 4, 2, 49 nanometers. So lambda maximum value is, calculated lambda maximum is 249. Okay, if you take another example, okay, here these two double bonds are in the same ring called homoannular dyene, and if you consider these two double bonds in two different rings, it is called heteroannular dyene. So if you have both homoannular and heteroannular dyene, the higher value 253 is for homoannular dyene, so we need to consider as homoannular dyene system. Homoannular dyene system. So the base value is 253 nanometers. Okay, here these two, for the base value are homoannular dyene, this double bond is extended the conjugation. Okay, so it is, we need to take double bond extending conjugation. Double bond extending conjugation need to take as 30 nanometers. Okay, and how many ring residues? 1 ring residue, 2, 3, 4, and you need to consider the conjugated system up to here 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ring residues are 5. 5 into 5, 25 nanometers. Okay, how many exocyclic double bonds? You need to take A, B, C. For A ring, if you close B, how many? 2. For the B ring, if you close A and C, no exocyclic double bond. For the C ring, 1 exocyclic double bond. So exocyclic double bonds three into 5, 15 nanometers. So the total lambda maximum is 13, 1, 6, 9, 10, 12, 323 nanometers. Okay. Another example. This one is acyclic dyene. Okay, so base value is 217 nanometers. Okay, how many alkyl substitutions? 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 into 5, 15 nanometers. This is not a ring system, so we don't have any exocyclic or ring residuals or anything. So only we have substitution. So total 232 nanometers. Okay, so these are about Woodward-Feather rules. Woodward and Feather. Woodward and Feather given empirical rules for the prediction of lambda maximum values. For the conjugated ion system, it is very important for prediction of lambda maximum value, and by simply calculating by the structure with some empirical rules. But we have some limitations also. What are the limitations? If the rings are very strained ring, the observed values and the experimental value or calculated value, the difference is more. And if you take the solvent as ethanol, the results are good. If you replace ethanol with other solvent, the difference is again more. And the rules are applicable. Double bond 4. If it is more than 4, the rules are not applicable. Again, there are other rules. Okay. Up to now, we discussed about conjugated ion systems for the prediction of lambda maximum. In the next class, we will see for the E known systems. Okay.